Hey everyone, it's Gilbert.K here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving into the top. Hey everyone, it's Gilbert.K here and welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving deep into top upcoming sci-fi movies 2024 trailers. First thing first, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Okay folks, let's get right into it. My first film on my list is Captain America Brave New World, directed by Julius Onah. You might know him from the film Loose and the Cloverfield Paradox, starring in Harrison Ford. Of course, you know him from Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and so on. And we have next one star Giancarlo Esposito. You can tell he comes from a theater background with a massive film repertoire under his belt, such as The Boys, Maxine, Abigail, Gentlemen, and so on. And don't forget Liv Taylor. We haven't seen her for a while, but she's making a comeback on this film. One of the most memorable performances for her when she was in Incredible Hulk with Ed Norton. It's a character-driven story and not a lot of CGI. And of course, we have the final star is Antoine Mackie. He's playing Captain America. One of my favorite films that he was part of is The Banker. You should check it out. So what this film is about. Sam Wilson, who just stepped into the role of Captain America, suddenly find himself caught in the middle of an international mess. It's like starting a new job and walking straight into chaos. Did you know Harrison Ford is back in the Oval Office? For the second time, he's stepping into the role of the President of the United States, because once wasn't enough after kicking bad guys off Air Force One. The second film on my list is Hellboy, the Crooked Man, directed by Brian Taylor. You might know him from the film he directed, Prank and Gamer. We have stars Jack Casey, Manifestation, and Killer, and Jefferson White. He was in Evil and Civil War. And then Joseph Marcel. He was in the series Bel Air and Mama. So what this film is about? Meet Bobby Josang, a parapsychologist on a seemingly simple mission: deliver a spider to the BPRD, Bureau for Paranormal Research and Defense. But when things spiral out of control, she calls in the big gun, Hellboy himself. The duo heads to Appalachia, where they must face off against the Crooked Man, freshly returned to Earth with a chilling agenda, collecting souls for the devil. Did you know, with a reported budget of just $20 million, this adaptation is making waves as the most budget-friendly of the four? But who says you need big bucks to pack a punch? Did you know, clocking in at just 1 hour and 36 minutes, this Hellboy film is the shortest of the bunch, proof that you don't need a long runtime to deliver a hell of a ride. My next film on the list is Megalopolis. It's a big word. Megalopolis. My next film is Megalopolis, directed by Francis Ford Coppola. You might know him from the film The Godfather, starring in Adam Driver, which was even in Star Wars, Ferrari, House of Gucci, and we have Giancarlo Esposito, Natalie Emmanuel. She was in The Army of Thieves and Die Hard. The film was nominated for the Palme d'Or at Cannes Film Festival 2024. So what is it about? An architect with big dreams and on a mission to turn New York City into utopia, rising from the ashes of a devastating disaster. Because why just rebuild when you can imagine paradise? Did you know Francis Ford Coppola went all in, bankrolling his $120 million, film entirely out of his own pocket? It's not his first rodeo either. He did the same with Apocalypse Now and One from the Heart. But when the latter flopped, it forced him into bankruptcy. Ever the fighter, he spent years making films, including The Rainmaker, just to climb out of a financial hole. My next film on my list is Transformers 1, directed by Josh Cooley. His first film as a director. My next film on my list is Transformers 1, directed by Josh Cooley. This is his first film as a director. Starring in Chris Hemsworth, you know him from Thor, Brian Tyree Henry, Godzilla and Kong, and New Empire, and Scarlett Johansson. She was in Black Widow, Fly Me to the Moon, Jojo Rabbit, and my favorite one is Lucy. So what is it about? Get ready for the untold origin of Optimus Prime and Megatron, two sworn enemies who were once as close as brothers. Their bond forged in friendship ultimately changed the fate of Cybertron forever. Did you know Transformers 1 marks the first animated Transformers movie to hit theater in 38 years? Since the classic Transformers, the movie, set on the planet Cybertron, this film dives deep into the story of Optimus Prime and Megatron, tracing their journey from brothers in arms to bitter enemies. And my last film on the list is Kraven the Hunter. And my next film on the list is Kraven the Hunter, directed by J.C. Chandor. You might know him from the film Triple Frontier and Most Violent Year. Starring in Russell Crowe, you know him from The Gladiator, Land of the Bad, and the Popes. You have Aaron Taylor Johnson. You might know him from The Fall Guy, Bullet Train, and so on. You have Fred Hitchinger, know him from Thelma and Hell of a Summer. So what is it about? So what this film is about? Kraven's rocky relationship with his ruthless father, Nikolai Kravinov, sets him the dark path of vengeance. Fueled by a burning desire to prove himself, he's driven to become not just the world's greatest hunter, but also one of its most feared figures. Did you know Kraven the Hunter had a wild ride trying to make it to the big screen? In Spider-Man 4, before that project got axed, and his spear even made a cameo in Amazing Spider-Man 2 as a hint for the ill-fated Sinister Six film. Over in the MCU, Ryan Coogler was eager to bring Kraven into Black Panther, drawing from Christopher Priest comics, but the rights slipped through the crack. And if the multiverse hadn't worked out for Spider-Man No Way Home, John Watts had Kraven lined up as backup villain, but alas, it wasn't meant to be. At least not yet. There you have it, folks. We covered the top upcoming sci-fi movies 2024 trailer. Let me know what you think in the comments below and what other content you would like me to cover on my channel. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Until next time, Gilbert K out. Until next time, Gilbert K out.